are Ralf and Christina and travelled through Europe in our four-wheel drive sprinter named Miles for a full year. Now we've settled down in Switzerland and are going through hours of video and photo material from our travels. Join us for our first videos as we relive our time in Iceland. Much sooner than expected, we only had a few days left in Iceland before we had to take the ferry back to the European mainland. And yet there was still plenty to see. So we continued our journey, driving diagonally through Iceland along the entire F26 motorway towards Askja. There are some great side roads along the route, such as this one to a waterfall. Later that day, we reached a hut in the middle of the route, where we had to spend the night because the river behind it was uncrossable. Even large off-road vehicles got stuck, and we had some doubts as to whether we would be able to continue our journey the next day as planned. But the Icelanders came to our rescue. An excavator driver was working on the fort the next day, which made the water very murky, and for the first time we couldn't see the ground at all. But the driver saw us hesitating and came straight to our aid. And so we went on, coincidentally, to another waterfall. The next day, Askja was our destination. We set off along the F905, one of the worst washboard tracks we have ever experienced. Even driving fast didn't help here, so we were rather cautious continuing. After all, our sprinter Miles should be our home for another couple of months. Along the route there were then more rocks again, and in between we suddenly came to a deep sand patch. Fortunately, the ranger told us that our sprinter should be able to get through it, and so we tried 3 times until we made it. Before we tackled our last F-road, we visited this beautiful canyon. Certainly another touristic hotspot, but for a good reason. And then we went off the beaten track again, to experience wild Iceland once more. This last road reminded us what Iceland is all about. Lots of wind, lots of dust. That was it. Time to land the drone, and now we had to quickly head to the ferry. Our time in Iceland is over. It felt like a long vacation came to an end. We hadn't yet realized that our actual 12-month trip through Europe had barely begun, and that we would soon be exploring the endless expanses of Norway. In the next episode, COVID restrictions ruined our travel plans. We couldn't use our ferry reservation to Norway and therefore chose to explore the south of Sweden.